Whenever you hear a missionary, or someone who has toiled the spiritually infertile soil of France, talk about statistics, they mostly all use the same one. And that is, less than 1% of the population know Jesus Christ. While it is impossible to say how accurate this truly is, it is most likely somewhere between 1 and 3%. Having travelled to the US many times over in recent years to preach and share what God is doing here in France, I had to do some investigating of my own. What I found was truly staggering. Some interesting bullet points. France is slightly smaller than Texas, with a population of 67 million people. Half of the population believes in faith healers. 1/4 of the population put their faith in astrology. 58% of the country is atheist, agnostic, or deist. The picture is crystal clear. The occult is huge in France. But it's this last statistic that may cause the greatest concern. There are 100,000 mediums in France compared to only 2,500 pastors. That's 40 mediums for every one pastor. Also, the French spend 4 billion euros every year on spiritism. Take a pause and think about it for a second. A country that puts such a huge emphasis on spirits does not have an adequate number of pastors to tell them about the actual spirit that reigns over all. In my experience of working with both visiting missionaries and the national church, it is clear that more pastors need to be raised within France. I'm not saying there hasn't been or continues to be fruitful partnerships between missionaries and nationals, but there must come a time when the paradigm shifts to looking within French churches to see the next generation raised up. As a recent graduate of Lead in 2018, who now serves in a pastoral role in Paris, we are seeing the model change ever so slightly in how to approach educating and equipping future generations in France for God's glory. My hope, my vision, and my fervent prayer is that new partnerships can be forged for lasting kingdom impact in France and the French-speaking world.